Hi students, good morning. Welcome to our video classes. This is your PS sir. Today we are going to learn about matter in our surroundings. This is the first chapter in our syllabus. Okay, first matter. If we look around us, we see a large number of things with different shapes, sizes, and textures. All these are like no, all these have different shapes, sizes, and textures, but all these have some common properties. What are these common properties? All these occupy some space, that means volume, and all these are having some mass. Okay, that means anything simply which occupies some space and has mass is called as matter. But in our general view we use this phrase matter. That means always your English teacher use this phrase matter. It is different to matter in a view of our chemistry. Okay, then that means some conditions are there to satisfy what we call as matter. Then what is, if any substance occupies some space and has mass, then it is called as matter. But for example, your friends are discussing somewhat, and one of you another friend ask what is the matter. That is different to this matter in the view of chemistry. Okay, then anything which occupies space and has mass is called as matter. If we take different substances like air, water, food, sand, different metals, different fuels, all these have some space and all these have some mass. That's why all these are called as matter. Okay, next, scientists focused their idea on the idea of this matter. That means how this matter is made up of. Okay, this idea of matter was proposed not only in modern period. This idea of matter was proposed in by some our ancient Indian philosophers also. Our Indian philosophers proposed that every matter is made up of matter called padarth, that is made up of five basic elements: earth, air, water, fire, and sky. Like that they proposed. And later in Vedic period, a Maharshi named Kannada proposed that matter is made up of very tiny particles called as Anu and Paramanu. Nowadays, these Anus are called as molecules and Paramanu atom. Later we will learn about these atoms and molecules. But modern day scientists proposed that any matter is made up of tiny particles, that may be solid matter or liquid matter or gaseous matter. Any matter is made up of tiny particles which are not visible to our naked eye, and these are not visible to a powerful microscope also. Okay, then these are not visible to microscope. Then how can we say that matter is made up of small particles? For example, if we take a small raindrop that contains 10 to the power of 21 particles, that means even a small quantity of matter also contains large number of particles. If they contains large number of particles, these are very 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 small. Okay, then how can we show that the existence of these particles that are not visible to even a powerful electron microscope also? Then how can you say that the existence of these particles? Some evidences are there to show the existence of particles. What are that evidences? Most of these evidences for the existence of particles in matter and their motion comes from the experiments on diffusion and Brownian motion. First, let us learn about diffusion. Before learning this diffusion, observe some things in our daily life. Okay. Take a lighted agarbatti. If that lighted agarbatti is placed in one corner of the room, we observe that smell from several meters away also. How this is happen? That means when this agarbatti is lightened, it emits some particles, that means scent particles, perfume particles, vapors, gaseous vapors. These gaseous vapors intermixing with the particles of air, it moves along with the particles of air and enters into our nostrils to some extent distance or to larger distance also. Okay, that means in this case, these particles of one type of matter, say scent, intermixes with the particles of other type of matter. It is called as diffusion. How this diffusion is happen? we have learned that every matter is accompanied with some energy. Okay, that energy is called as internal energy or intrinsic energy or heat content. Okay, and this diffusion, solids diffused in liquids, and gases diffused into gases, and solids diffused into gases also. Let us observe this diffusion with some simple activities. For this activity, first take some water in a beaker. This water is a colorless liquid, and add some 2 to 3 potassium permanganate crystals to this water. These potassium permanganate crystals are purple in color, violet color. Add this violet potassium permanganate crystals and left aside for some time without disturbing the beaker. No need to stir with a glass rod. Left aside without disturbing. After a few hours, after some time, that means few hours, we observed that entire water changes into purple color. How this is happened? That is due to Brownian motion. That means motion of the particles. The particles of water are in motion. That means that are moving continuously. Whenever they are moving continuously, these particles of water collides with the particles of potassium permanganate. Whenever they collide with the particles of potassium permanganate, this potassium permanganate splits into smaller particles. Again, that water particles collide with the smaller particle, and like that it go on further dividing into smaller, and like that finally a stage is reached. At that stage, very small particles are formed. These small particles go on intermixing with the particles of water. That means they enter into the space between the water particles. That means these water particles are moving, these potassium permanganate crystals particles are moving along with the water particles. That's why the entire water changes into purple color. This is nothing but diffusion. Some more examples are also we observed in for diffusion. Okay, for example, when some food materials are cooked in our kitchen, okay, that the smell of that hot sizzling food reaches to several meters. How this is happened? That is due to diffusion. In the same way, the potassium permanganate crystals diffuses. Okay, next, these particles are in motion or not? Yes, let us observe the motion of that particles. The motion of that particles is observed by a scientist named Robert Brown. That's why this motion is named after him as Brownian motion. What is this Brownian motion? The particles of matter moves, okay, in different directions in straight lines. Okay, this motion is called as Brownian motion. For example, again to understand the Brownian motion, take some water, okay, and small amount of grains of food color is added to that water. Then in the same manner again, sometime that entire water changes into color. That is also due to motion of the particles. This motion is Brownian motion. Next, let us observe one more activity. The gases diffused into gases also. For that, take bromine gas, which is in brown color, in a test tube and place it on the table. Okay. Take another glass tube. Which type? Empty glass tube. Empty glass tube means, is it really empty? No, it is with some air. Okay, the empty glass tube is placed on the other glass tube which is filled with brown in inverted position as shown in the figure. Okay, and left aside of after some time again we observed that entire two glass tubes changes into brown color. Again, how it is happened? This brown color gas, that means bromine gas, the particles of bromine moves upwards. At the same time, the particles of air moves downwards. That means these two are intermixing. That means this one type, the particles of one type of matter intermixes with the particles of other type of matter. Like that, the entire two test tubes, that means it appears as single test tube. Why? Totally it changes into brown color. That is also due to Brownian motion. That means these two activities show that the matter is made up of very tiny particles and always that are in motion. Okay, if always that are in motion, that means which type of energy that have kinetic energy. Due to this kinetic energy, these particles which are in motion collides with the particles and again that are splitted. like that this one type of matter diffuses into other type. Okay, this diffusion is you observed in our daily life also. For example, okay, oxygen in our body, that is diffused from lungs to blood, and at the same time at the cells, carbon dioxide and water are diffused from cells to blood. That means one type of type of particles intermixes with the other type of particles. Based on this diffusion and Brownian motion of these particles, we can say clearly that the matter is made up of tiny particles. Actually, these tiny particles are called as atoms. Okay, what are these atoms and what are the characteristic particles of this matter? Later we will learn. Okay, thank you.